Allie, take it away.
John Morant.
Indeed. Thanks, Allie.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Powell and George are out on the wings. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
George outside. Launches a three. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team.
Now Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's George. No good off the back of the rim.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
From deep, Bane. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Outside Wall. Powell outside. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. For three, George. George with another miss. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Leonard. There's the drive. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Morant against George. Morant, the pass to Bane. Up top, Morant. George defending. Back to Bane. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 8.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Leonard. Pass to George. Second chance effort. Adams comes with a double and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George a screen on Bane. Leonard finds George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Outside Morant. Drops in the three. He's got 11.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
Up top, Morant. Leonard defending. Morant, no good. The Clippers trail. Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by George.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Morant. Leonard defending. Morant, pass to Brooks. Lets it fly from 18. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
So good at taking what the D gives him. Morant keeping the game simple.
George outside. From deep. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Clippers.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
George with the bucket.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Bain with it. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Left side, Morant. And Wall pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Brooks with the steal. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. It's George on the wing. The 17-footer. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis leading. Puts it up from 12. Back to Morant. Shoots over Wall. Outside for Morant. Goes back up. And no good.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
All right, Brad, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That'll belong to John Wall.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. Morant finds Brooks. Throw it down on the lob.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Pass to George. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And he's going for the lob. 1:41 left in the second quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Now here's Leonard. Banked it in off the glass.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
And here's Morant. He's got 15. And stolen by Leonard. Outside Wall. On the take. George outside. He can't get it to go. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. To the paint. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Bain. Brooks has got 4 points this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Leonard. 40 seconds left in the first half.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And he makes both free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Bain against Powell. His first shot coming late. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard passes to Zubac. Powell outside. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Over Brooks. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And that concludes the first half. Grizzlies out in front, up 8, and don't go away.
23. The Clippers, 15.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. Leonard passes to Zubac. Here's George. He's got 9. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. About a minute played here in the second half. Outside Morant. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. And stolen by Leonard. Powell against Bain. And the dunk by Leonard.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Up top Morant. Leonard defending. Right side Morant. Bane, the pass to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, Leonard with the block.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. Here's Wall. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And stolen by Morant.
Awesome defense just outside.
Oh, wow. With authority.
Hey, look at everybody. That's got this place going.
And that sequence was all Morant. Excellent work turning his defense into offense.
To the inside. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Now Powell. George with it. Checked by Brooks. Back to Powell. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Back to Morant. From outside the arc. That's tipped. Inside. And George with the jam.
That's a smart read from Powell. He analyzed the play there and made the right pass.
Outside Morant. And he drops it in from the low post. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pulls up. Offensive board. Adams. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Leonard passes to George. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
At the line for the Clippers.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Now here's Morant. He's got 21. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. Up in time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Memphis leading. Now Bane. Knocked away. George with a steal. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Adams, great positioning on the putback. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Morant against Leonard. Morant, the pass to Adams. Spins, 5 to shoot. Outside for Morant. Pass to Brooks. And here's Morant. Powell covers. Second shot opportunity. And too long on the shot.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Now here's George. Defended by Jackson. George passes to Powell. George against Jackson. Here's Powell. Pass to Zubac. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Outside Bane. Takes the 3. Jackson outside. Shoots over George. George with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Clippers trail. Wall, the pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Oh, there's the alley. Leonard can't get it to go.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Bane, the pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. Pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. No good on the 3. George against Brooks. George passes to Leonard. Shot to end the cold streak. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. And that's off the glass and in.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Now pulls it in.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 23.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And George launches it from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 10-point Memphis lead.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
3 on the clock. Outside for Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Wall. Powell outside. Leonard for 3. Off target with the shot. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a...
very much. Well, commit.
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Now here's Towns. No good on the 3.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. There's the pass to Russell. Driving inside. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here is Wall. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Russell. And Gobert kicks to Towns. And no good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. In the corner, Powell with it. Off target from three-point range.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
LA's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a deep 3 from George. The Clippers rebound. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Minnesota.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now Powell, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Wall wide open. Zubac the pass to Wall. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. 9 feet out. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The shot by George, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Towns, and it's all evened up. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive growth.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A miss that time would have put him up. Gobert against Zubac. Russell passes to Edwards. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Powell finds George. Gobert knocks it away.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Oh, Leonard in position.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Minnesota's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Outside, Russell. The dish now to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. For three. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
The Clippers. Your Timberwolves.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the 3 side. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Now, here's George after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Another shot, and it's Zubac laying it in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Outside, Russell. The kick out to Anderson. Right side, Towns. Shot clock at 6. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And it's 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Crosses over. He takes it up and lays it in. Russell's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
Towns against Leonard. Shoots over Towns. And the baseline jumper, no good. Powell with the steal. There's the lob to the hoop. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Cloak loose. And here's Edwards. 5 points in the game.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that. Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
Leonard, the pass to George. Here we go, one-on-one. There's the feed to Towns. Out to Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Outside, Russell. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And it's George finishing it off.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
Pass to Anderson. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Leonard with the steal. Lob pass to George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Russell passes to Edwards. Shoots over Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Wall passes to Zubac. Leonard on the wing, defended by Towns. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Stolen by Zubac. Powell, the pass to Wall. Back to Powell. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 5.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Now, here is George. 5 points in the game. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns down low. Leonard's there. Russell inside. Covered by Wall. And Russell gets it to go.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Now George on deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
The Clippers, 17.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
It takes a lot to dominate a game without shooting lights out, but that's exactly what he was able to do with his play on the glass.
Yes, sir. I mean, that area around the bucket has been his turf tonight. A sensational display of rebounding in the first half.
So for the Clippers right now, front-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard on the wing. The pass to George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's not going to go for him.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
So free throws for Russell. Something we should be saying often for the next decade or more.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Wall. On the wing, George. Zubac finds George. From deep three-point range. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Anderson for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Zubac. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Passes it to Russell. To the middle. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to George. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 10 points in the game.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Outside, Towns. Russell sets a screen for Towns. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Leonard with the jam. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Here's Russell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Russell finds Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside, Russell. From deep. 6 on the shot clock. Up it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Edwards. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
And here's Wall. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Locks it up, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Edwards dishes to Towns. Outside, Russell fires the three. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the rejection by Zubac. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And Wall able to finish.
Unwilling to give up on that particular possession, Wall takes things into his own capable hands there.
Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Here's Russell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And it's 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Stolen by Anderson. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. That gives them the lead. Russell's got 10 points.
On the fast break, D'Angelo gets a good release down court. Finishes the job there.
And Wall kicks to George. He feeds it to Leonard. Towns with the steal. Anderson right side. From the arc. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. The pass to Powell. And here's Leonard from 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. George, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Russell high post. Powell's there. Russell, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Zubac in the corner. George with it. Driving to the basket. No good from Zubac. Minnesota's shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 4. Towns kicks to Russell. Outside, Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Leonard with the bucket.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Outside, Edwards. Outside, Russell from past the arc. The open shot, Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's George. Passes to Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And it's tied up with that one. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. Powell pulls it in. Towns has gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from long range to fall for him here. And it's Leonard missing. Leonard with the steal. Over Towns. And it's Leonard missing.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. His confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And Edwards drops them both.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Outside Leonard. Looking to get it going. It's Powell on the wing. Wall with the bounce pass. George against Anderson. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Russell looking around.
2 minutes.
Left side, Towns. Over to the left wing. Anderson dishes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2nd personal foul.
It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And everyone is counting on him. Gobert needs to be at his best here. It's all about execution.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Leonard attacking, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
A proven champion and a big-time performer. Kawhi wants to be the guy at the line in these close ones.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Leonard with the steal. Outside, Wall. Powell kicks to George. Pass to Leonard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Russell passes to Edwards. Outside, Russell. Lock at 6. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to hit him for hanging too long on the rim.
And though I know he's having fun, it's unnecessary. Showing up the other team, either here or down the road, that can give them some motivation against you.
Now, here is Russell. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Leonard. And here's Los Angeles. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
George dishes to Leonard to take the lead. Good!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Hustle with him. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Wall. It's George on the wing. Fires for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns on offense. It's a 3-point game. Paul passes to Crowder. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Phoenix now. Ayton with a screen. Wide open look. Drained it for 2 points.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Booker, stolen by Wall. And stolen by Paul. And now the Suns fast break. Wall against Booker. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Wall, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The 3 is up. Booker can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
For 3, George. Counted from distance. George has got 6.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Pass to Paul. For 3, tipped. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Leonard. And he lobs it up. George, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
It's George on the wing. Crowder with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Fires the 3. Paul for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And the big finish by Wall.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Paul. There's the triple. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Zubats. Leonard outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges finds Crowder. Outside Booker. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from 3-point land. Booker's got 6 points.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
George outside. And the Clippers miss again.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Booker. Pass to Crowder. Clock at 6.
An incredible defender. Paul George's combination of quickness and length helps alter many shots.
Puts up a 3. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point,
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. Back to Wall. Soft touch off the glass.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Outside Booker. Pass to Crowder. He shoots. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Now Paul. Pass to Aiden. No one near him. No good. A bit long that time.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Leonard. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Suns leading.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Ayton to the inside. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
George, no good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Wall with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Leonard way outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Here's Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Booker. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Phoenix has possession. 3-point lead. Outside Paul. Ayton in the high post. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes the 2 points, moves on. On the wing, Crowder. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Takes a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Crowder's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to George. This one for 3. The Suns clear it. Bridges passes to Ayton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. And 1:01 left in the second. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Ayton. Bridges with it. Back to Ayton. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Outside Wall. Back to George. Takes the three. And Ayton pulls it down. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. And stolen by Leonard. It's George on the wing. He's got 6. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. And he'll head to the line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Paul for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
And we're through the first half of
Your Suns, 20. The Clippers, 18.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Bridges finds Crowder. Back to Bridges. George with a steal. Here's Wall. Paul with a steal. Ayton with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Ayton. And he drives in. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges against George. Ball for 3. He buries it from 3. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
Some speedy shooting from Wall. He gets the pass and puts his shot right up to beat the D.
Crowder outside. Back to Paul. And he comes up with a bucket. Paul's got his first basket. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Out to Powell. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Booker. Here's the break. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Greg?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. Crafty move. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists in the game.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. No good that time. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. It's tipped. Fast break. Here we go. Outside Booker. For the lead. Phoenix no good that time either.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Wall, here we go. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Booker finds Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot, and the shot's good. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
George outside. Looking to get it going. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That free throw misses.
Paul George at the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Wall against Paul. Back to Crowder. Outside Paul. The 3 is up. The teardrop. Driving inside. Shoots over Wall. And that one hits the back iron.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Crowder. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Nice job by Crowder. More of a shooter than a ball handler. Surprising the D that time.
He's off on the second.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And George with the jam.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Ball passes to Crowder. Oh, Leonard with the block. It's deflected. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, up 5. We'll get right back.
And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. So, on the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Powell and George are out on the wings. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And here's Paul. Outside Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton in the high post. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Booker against Powell. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
When you look at the career numbers of Booker, here's a guy who has really increased his assist numbers.
Here's George. Pass to Leonard. The shake. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Suns trailing. And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Crowder outside. It's stolen by Leonard.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Pass to Aiden. Now Crowder shoots over Zubac. It's rebounded by George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Booker against Powell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Ayton passes to Booker. Ayton, the screen on Powell. And Booker, here we go. Ayton, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Paul passes to Crowder. Excellent D there from Wall. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. And he lobs it up top. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Ayton, the screen on Powell. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup.
A versatile score. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
George outside. Pass to Powell. And here's Leonard. Crowder with a steal. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Now here's Bridges. Now Paul. Wall covering. Booker for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
George outside. Pass to Zubac. Back to Wall. Clock at 6. Zubac passes to Wall. For 3, George. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Ball against Paul. To the paint. And there's Ayton on the assist by Paul.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
.43 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And here are the Clippers now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Powell outside. Leonard on the wing. 4 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 6. Tipped away. And George launches it from deep. Misses there. So the Clippers win it. Just a guts. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA. We are in for a treat-in-this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now, look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him, with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish. Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Ja Morant.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Adams' shot is good.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Now Wall. Here's Leonard, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Steven Adams picks one up. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Morant with a wide-open look. From the top of the key, he buries it. Morant's got 5.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Powell finds George from deep three-point range. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Morant. Outside, Bane. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The pass to Powell. Now, here is George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Morant outside. Lets it go from 14. Tries again. Jackson passes to Brooks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's George on the wing. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for George. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jackson misses. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Leonard. Bane with it. He's picked up by Wall. Pass to Morant. Wide open look. The Clippers grab the miss.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
That one good for 2.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Morant against Wall. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Wall. No points in the game yet for him. Here's George. Rebounded by Jackson.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
2 points. That one goes.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Paul George.
And the first one at the line is good. And George drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Morant for 3. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. Here's Zubac. Back to George. Second chance shot with 2 seconds left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the 5. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now here's Morant for 3. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And they recover it. Bane kicks to Morant. Drives to the hoop. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Bane. And the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks with no one around. And again, Memphis, no good. The Clippers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Morant passes to Brooks. Looking to end his cold spell. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 9.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Wall. Here we go now. The 3 from Morant. And Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Wall looking for an opening. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Wall dishes to George. Nails the wide open jump shot. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to George. From downtown, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant, that's for two. He trains the turnaround jump shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Outside Leonard. 1:32 left now here in the second. Stolen by Jackson. Up top, Morant. Defended by George. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Memphis with another turnover here. Wall passes to Powell. George, that's a 2-pointer. The offensive rebound.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, if you poll players on who they think is the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Clippers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Locked up there for Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Morant against George. Morant looking around. And Adams kicks to Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Leonard finds Powell. On the wing, George. There's the triple. Good on the triple. George has got the lead back up to 1 now for the Clippers.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all he can do.
All right, David, thank you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Morant against George. Morant passes to Adams, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Poked away. From deep, George. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
The Grizzlies have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
1 shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 3.
Hey, yo, get on top.
From deep. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Morant. 14 points for him. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Zubac.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Morant, the bounce pass. Here's Brooks, and there's the feed to Adams. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Adams has got 9.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Wall. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Here we go, one-on-one. Bane finds Brooks.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Morant's against Wall. Zubac. Outside, George. Keeps it alive. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Morant outside. That puts them in the lead. 16 points for him. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George looking around. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Zubac, and Adams sends it back, and they're able to recover. They need this. That one drops for him.
And that's a staple of George's offensive game. His mid-range J continues to just torch defenses night in and night out.
Morant with another miss. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A nice shot by George.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Left side, Bane. Unloads. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Morant. There's Jackson with the three. Memphis moving that ball around. Shoots. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime.
Oh, that should not be legal.
Never seen it.
Oh.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Now here's Morant. 18 points for him. Bane for three. Cans it from downtown. Bane's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Wall dishes to George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's perfect from the line this time. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Morant outside. Over George.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low. And the Clippers lead by 2. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles. The 3 from Morant. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Grant, George with the defensive effort.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Outside, Wall. This is to Leonard. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Morant passes to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Stolen by Brooks. It's tipped, and here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Wall with the steal. Here's Leonard, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one. Morant with it. And the layup falls. Morant's got 20 points.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Wall with the bounce pass. Leonard kicks to Powell. It's George on the wing. Brooks covering. George, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. And they double up Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
We have seen Morant step up as a leader, wanting to go to the stripe down the stretch.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Ball passes to Leonard. It counts, and the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments. And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Jackson finds Morant. On the wing, Bane. Shot clock at 6. Morant passes to Brooks. Right at the free throw line. That one wide left. Los Angeles leading by 5. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside, George.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
To the inside. It's picked off. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And it's Morant missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
George from deep three-point land, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Seven seconds left in the fourth. So the Clippers with the win. It was a thing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Anderson from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. From deep. Towns passes to Gobert. Goes up again. Towns can't get it to go.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Powell. Pass to Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
George for 3, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Gobert finds Edwards. Outside Russell. That shot is off. Great D that time from Zubac. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Here's Russell. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Gobert passes to Towns. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines, there's a level of focus and competitive spirit, and most importantly, productivity that you can really appreciate.
Now here's Towns to end the run. Outside for Russell. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. George draws the double. Pass to Zubac. George against Anderson. Good D by Gobert.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they've missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Shot on the wing. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Russell against Wall. And a deep 3 from Leonard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And stolen by Gobert. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Good work defensively by Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Out to the right wing. Towns for three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Leonard. Nice move over Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
And Leonard drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Towns. Over Leonard. Towns can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. 11 points in the quarter. He's up. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. Now Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Powell passes to Wall. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Anderson. That one a little long. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged, puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
Pass to Towns. Here's the 3. Here's Gobert. And there it is for him.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. And George launches it from deep. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Towns for 3. They get it again. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Towns has got 5.
Well, this ability of Karl Anthony Towns to knock down threes makes him even more dangerous on the post. He's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Shot by Leonard, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Down low. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Gobert. Towns with the ball. Checked by Wall. Wing shot on the way. Anderson passes to Gobert. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Russell against Wall. Russell, the pass to Towns. From deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Throws it up high. Back to Zubac. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards. He's got 7.
This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint. That's good.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Back to Wall. Kicks it to George. From deep. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Edwards. From behind the arc. And Wall pulls it down. Wall's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the wing. Zubac finds Leonard. Beyond the arc. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Well, a multiple-time winner of Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard understands I've got my offensive game in rhythm. Let me go to work.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. Pass to Gobert. Back to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Kept alive by Minnesota. Kicks it out to Anderson. And here's Edwards outside. That shot missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. Ali, as always, thank you. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
George outside. The baseline K is on the way. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Anderson. No good with the triple. The Clippers in the lead. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Towns can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Fast break, Minnesota. Zubac with the steal. In transition. Here's Wall. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Edwards. From downtown. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. It's George on the wing. Powell outside. George against Anderson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Leonard, stolen by Anderson.
LA foul. Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. First team.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Towns down low. Leonard defending. The three from Russell. 4 on the clock. And that one drops. And now just a three-point Los Angeles lead.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
George against Anderson. George passes to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 16 points.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Russell, the pass to Towns. He takes it in. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Leonard on the wing. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Powell finds Leonard. Back to Powell. Russell against Wall. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And the Clippers with the ball. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Leonard passes to George. And Gobert with a block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
1:04 left in the third quarter. And the basket by Leonard.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Russell with the ball. To the right side. Stolen by Wall. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. George passes to Leonard. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
The three from Russell. And Wall pulls it down. Wall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Powell. Now George. Tries the spin move. Converts after the nice spin. George has got 6.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
The three from Russell. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell.
He's been their top scorer, but he's really had to fight for it. He'll need to be more efficient in the future for this club to reach its full potential.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They're up 7. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. Out to Powell. Leonard outside. To the paint. Stolen by Anderson. And they're on the break. Outside for Russell. Launches it. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Powell passes to George. Rebound Minnesota. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Towns can't get it to go. And it's Powell off the drive. Pass to George. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. The kick out to Edwards. Powell with a steal. On the break. Pass to George. Outside Wall. Leonard with the ball. Powell passes to Zubac. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Russell against Wall. Outside Anderson. High post Towns. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. The drive by Powell. George right side. Leonard outside. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Leonard.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Towns. The 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Tries again. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Fires the 3.
Guys, you know you can count on Kawhi every single night to impact the game with his defense. If you're the guy he's guarding, you're shaking your head thinking, oh, boy, this is going to be hard.
1:57 left in the fourth. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Tries to keep it alive. And they recover it. Jacks up a 3. Anderson pulls it down. And there's the foul. It's on even to Zubac. That's his first foul. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Towns. Takes a 3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. 1:14 left in the fourth. George outside. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves trail.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Russell. Doesn't go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Pass to George. 20 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Money. And now they trail by just 4.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. George outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you won't.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris.
Thank you, David.
Here we go.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. It's Powell with the drive. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bridges passes to Booker. Takes the 3. And there's Bridges on the assist from Booker. Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Now the pass to Booker. Powell with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Misses the 3. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Ayton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's with the foul there. Ayton's powerful on the inside. At 7-2, he'll go through you.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Crowder goes in, doesn't go for it. Great D that time from Powell. Leonard kicks to Wall. The rejection by Paul.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he's made a great head coach as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Paul finds Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
George, no good. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Ayton missing. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Leonard. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall.
Kawhi operating in the painted area. So tough to stop.
Zubac against Ayton. Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that one hits back iron. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career, playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Booker, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Crowder, the pass to Booker. And they get it. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Booker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Powell, the pass to Wall. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And Phoenix pushing it up now with 3. Booker passes it to Paul. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Powell. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Ayton at 7-1 has a 7-5.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Booker dishes to Paul. Back to Booker. He kicks it to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And stolen by Ayton. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Booker. Feeds to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. It's Crowder on the wing. Lots of room. Booker outside. Bridges outside. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Phoenix.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Powell finds Leonard. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
It's stolen by Wall. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Powell kicks to Wall. A three from Leonard. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Aiden's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The three from George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's George, following the score by Phoenix.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Paul, outside Crowder. Back to Booker. Paul outside. Clock at 6. Booker inside. Powell's there. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Here's Paul. Bridges for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Ayton kicks to Paul. And it's Crowder, top of the key. Booker with no one around. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
20.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set, and it's Zubats in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The kick out to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, so far the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikel is teaching them.
Wall passes to Leonard. For the 3. Second shot opportunity. He gets that one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Outer dishes to Booker. Paul outside. Bridges outside. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
A second chance effort. Here's Zubac.
That's just good defense as Crowder in the right spot.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. George from deep three-point land and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Paul kicks to Ayton. Back to Paul. He dishes it to Ayton. Can't hit from in close.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little low. I love to see him get up.
The Suns trailing. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. On the wing, George lets it go with a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Bridges kicks to Booker. It's Crowder on the wing. Ayton a screen on Leonard. Crowder finds Ayton. Back to Crowder. They need this one. Can't connect from short range. Clippers leading by 4. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Zubac a screen on Bridges. George dishes the wall. Back to George. A deep 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Wall. It's George on the wing.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammates, and how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays. So valuable.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. George with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender using the old pump fake.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Bridges passes to Ayton. And the 3 off target. Los Angeles leading by 5. Zubac finds George. Goes back up. Rejected by Booker. They recover it. Back to Zubac. There's the pass to George. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Suns trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Crowder. Leonard with the steal. Wall dishes to Leonard. Back to Wall. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. On the wing, George. Zubac in the post. He's covered by Ayton. No good from Zubac. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Here's Ayton. Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Powell. Left side, George. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. George with no one around. It goes straight through with the swish. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Booker outside. Outside Crowder to end the cold streak. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Leonard. Powell dishes to Leonard. And Wall kicks to Powell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bridges finds Paul. Here's Ayton. In the corner, it's Bridges. Kept alive.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Now here's Wall. It's George on the wing. At the Wall. George with the screen on Crowder. Lob pass to George.
It's hard to read Paul George ahead of time. You don't want to give him any clues as to what you want to do defensively, and he operates so well in the pick and roll.
Ayton a screen on Leonard. On the wing, Booker. The dish to Ayton. Up and in on the layup. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Leonard against Crowder. George passes to Leonard. Bridges attacking to the left wing. Here's Ayton. Again the miss by Ayton. And here's Los Angeles. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Zubac kicks to Powell. Up top, Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Over Paul, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Powell.
You settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Paul right side. Here's Ayton. Tries yet again. It's good.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably a little. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.